Bomb will be planted. No chance to deny. Mousesports will quickly be in position, though, but first they have to deal with Nafani. He's the first hurdle. Never mind, they've chosen to pressure into the longhouse. They don't expect a player here. They knew they had control of Dumpster. They discounted the fact that this could be Shiro's spot, and he's got two. He's looking for more, doing some damage, staying alive. Shiro might single-handedly be shutting this down for Mousesports. So much damage done. Frozen and Rops. An incredible play by Shiro. So good, it makes my voice crack. And now Frozen will have to try and get his team back into this alongside Rops. They've gotten positioning back up towards the platform, but it's all on Frozen now. 1v2, he takes the first. Would actually be a 1v3 and an ace to boot. And he's brought it down to the last. Never mind, a 4K, but he's done it. He doesn't have time. He's bailed out. He's getting gone. Oh, the numbers are even. Costs Hobbit some health, but that's a worthy price to pay. Frozen set up by the double doors. Where is the scout? Back of sight, actually holding towards tunnels, but Frozen, he doesn't need a scope on his gun to collect ahead. The health is getting very low indeed, and now Nafani is dropped. The remaining two players are vulnerable to the pistols, and that's what we see come to fruition. Dexter gets a kill. Frozen, another 4 players survive, and Mousesports dominate.
Nice, solid. It's a bad joke, I know. But we're going to have a pretty early clash. It's only Glocks, but you blink instantly, so yeah, they will eventually get the trade. 2 kills with the Mach 10, I would say that makes it worthwhile for Beamus as long as now his other teammates don't start going down and losing the actual weapons that have some value to them. Oh, I don't love Frozen sticking around. He will get that 1 kill and realize he was already pushing his luck at that point, and holding onto the bomb isn't really a necessity anymore either when you have the 4-on-1. So yeah, backs away, his teammates even pushing up through lower. They don't quite catch Inters before he makes his way out, but they do spot the head as he makes his way back up the ramp.
But on Dust 2, not even. And look at this aggression up mid. This is insane. Frozen is already all the way top. He wants to catch these players. They don't realize he's here. He gets 1. Hobbit was looking for it, but he wasn't quite looking deep enough. Hobbit's tucked in the corner. Props doesn't realize this. He's thunderfooting his way through. Hobbit should have him. Rops thinks about clearing that, but he won't clear it properly, and now Hobbit's looking for more than 1. Playing the patient game, doesn't want to let him go too far before reeling him back in.
But they weren't quite coming in. Not until now, anyway. There is a player pushed up through B, but I don't think he's going to get to do a lot, so it is going to have to be his teammates on the bomb site who hold on to things. Molly down on the ramp, that complicates the push up, and oh, a push straight through the smoke from Acor. He gets all of them! Onto the bomb site itself on Dust 2 here, or else it's just such a difficult choke point like Dust 2 where you're going through the tunnels, you don't have the ability to swarm out upper and lower at the same time, so you're just going to all concentrate in one spot. But we'll see if they find any success. It's actually a drop into the spawn. It doesn't go too well initially as the molly actually stopped the backup from coming through to assist, so there was absolutely no help for those players. But Axel has gotten 1 more frag, and okay, there we go. Hobbit's actually walked out B in the meantime. Oh, can they get the bomb back? Surely not. No, Axel's got another kill. It's suddenly a 2-on-2. The health.
Yeah, I can't believe Hobbit's left him on his lonesome to hold tunnels. He made a judgment call that they were going to come through tons instead. Should have tried and plant. There's the swing. He's dropped. Now the round's out of hand. Hobbit, I don't think this is recoverable here. Never mind. He's going to get a kill. He's down low on health. Doesn't have the armor, but Hobbit has done so much damage to this point. Does he want to face this? 5 seconds. Time is everything. He has to swing. The shadow gives him away. It betrays him. And Beamus. So no, they're trying something. They're trying something weird. And it does feel like a fast, long play. So there it is. Now Funny is burning. Now he's dead. They're dropping players one after another. And there's multiple players here to hold. So this long fight has not gone the way of Gambit. They take 2 casualties. They don't have anyone in position to capitalize on the... He'll throw a cross smoke. They're going to try and split onto B? With an op going solo mid? It works! Shiro catches the kill. Hobbit a second as Rops unscopes at the worst. This is the guardian of the site in the back, tucked away, watching tunnels for now, and his 2 teammates have to deal with the mid-presence. There's no position to do so. Hobbit takes the first. He's instantly traded, but that's still good because he gives the information over to his team. And that off barrel betrays another, but Acor doesn't care. The trade is there, but the health is low, and 1 more peek is enough for Frozen. What a madcap round, Dean, but it's a 6th on the board for Mousesports. No! There is time!
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That's what I said. Oh, I was so close.
It was a 5-on-3 at one point, right? And they get 2 quick kills. And what? The multi-boost on Catwalk collects 1 in towards Dark. So many players focused in there, and now the hand cannons are here. Here's the swing from Beamus. He gets 1. There's a follow-up. The bodies are hitting the floor. Oh, it's not looking good for Gambit at all. Just Shiro out towards long. He knows what he has to hunt back in. It's a USP on 1 player, and the molly should mean that Dexter dies here. He's going to go for the peek, but Shiro had discounted it. Flicks back. What is this madness these last 2 rounds?
With that up, the after plant becomes so much more viable. And honestly, it may even be a position where if Rox doesn't get over there quickly, I was going to say he could even potentially just save the AK, but...
And it's funny because this is a team that we know on their CT side love to get antsy, love to get aggressive. Rox just in the sight, takes a peek out towards mid. He catches one. Dexter's here, and he withdraws back into the smoke. Axel can't chase. Thinks he's gone back towards spawn, but as he fades, he'll find Dexter right in front of him. Frozen's got another in the meantime, but Frozen's still alive on site. He needs to do more. It's a 3v2, but if he goes down with no ability, it would be tough. Never mind. Frozen up to the task, gets a second, and it's all left to Axel, who's isolated in mid. They should be comfortable on it, and we did call into doubt why it was Gambit's Mass Effect bit. There's a run boost. Acor actually tries to flip for it, not gonna hit it, and he's pushed off. That's a bomb plant. Bomb plant secured for Gambit. That's huge, and not a couple of kills. Okay, they try and get a bit more bold off it. They all die immediately. Dealt with. Rops on for Rops. Does he want to come back to clear this? Has to be careful because they could be coming through those mid doors at any moment. Dexter, an opening pick. That takes some of the pressure off of Rops, and now I think he's going to try and work his way into the clear. But do they not even realize the player's here? No, Acor's holding for it. He has to realize. Now he's spotted Nafani's gun barrel. It makes sense as well. He's gotten a kill. They brought this back in the numbers. Dexter's been cleaned up, but there's Rops coming through, dropping the bomb to boot. Provided he can keep his Opera alive now, this is a strong position for them to hold. And Acor, big pick, should shut down this round. All into Axile. A 1v3, no control of the bomb, 15 seconds, and a single Molotov. He's done. He's dusted, and Rops will put him out of
that. Is to help him out with getting the control initially. So they're only moving back to A now. And, well, will be caught slightly out of position potentially as that push comes in, but Dexter, no. He steps up, lost his teammate, realized he needed a 2-for-1 deal, and, well, he's going to do even better than that. Maybe a fourth to come his way. It is not, but he delayed for such a massive amount of time. Yeah, some people didn't know it was a joke.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, good trade. Oh. That was actually only the one player who was coming in through the spawn. So suddenly the B side gets a lot more pressure on those two that are defending. What the hell, Inters? He takes out both of them on B. We're okay.
So now, yeah, they've got to go for it, but it's a tough situation.
It was a quick round.
They're gonna try. Hobbit, he's popping in. He's got the flank, and that's just a beautiful shot.
Rotations are able to come through as well to give the assistance, as 3 players pretty much are going to be here as the push comes through. Oh, but Instant Dinks enters. He knows what it's like now to lose B quickly. He was the one who had opened it up in that previous round. And, well, it's actually been traded out into the 3-on-3. They do, unfortunately, have to worry about the flank, which is notified it was coming in from behind, I believe. But they will get the bomb down, and now in a 3-on-3. Let's see if they can hold this off.
Here comes the hit. Shiro takes 1, Shiro takes 2. Tapping away with the USP and shooing him down. Now he knows where Acor is exactly. That means Hobbit can get out. And suddenly, the shoe's on the other foot. They've got control of the bomb. Hobbit can hold for the push. Shiro's actually not even going to commit into it just yet. They know he's there, and Hobbit will take the kill. The defuse can be had, and Gambit takes the pistol. And Island, they're trying to swim to shore. Here comes the hops. Here comes the drops. Can he hit this shot? Yes, he can. It's just a body shot. There's the connection. Axile down. Now he is truly alone, and he will not be able to escape. Bomb going down. Site control with 5 alive. Dexter. Well, actually, it's Rox here in towards mid, continuing to collect bodies. Nafani low. So let's see if he can catch Dexter. Or he is, in fact, going to be caught himself. There comes the kill. He is taken. They're not looking. They're not looking for this backstab at all. They think they're all committed out towards long, and while they're not exactly wrong, not 100% right either. Bemis, the opening pick. He's looking for more. This is starting to fall apart here for Gambit. Despite the stack, they're losing bodies at too fast a rate to hang on. They know Shiro's up on catwalk with the scout. Player's going to come through this cross smoke. Hobbit has some space, but he's dealt with, and that's the round over by to prevent them from doing so. Hobbit is here. He's got Nafani, but Nafani just has a USP. Hobbit might just be good enough. He's lost his teammate. He's got another kill. Looking for the third. That can't be found.
Shiro on the Deagle, we know what he's always capable of, but for the moment they're waiting for Mouse to make the first move, and well, the first move is to start planting that bomb as they put a molly down, and with the sound indicator, we actually see BMaz get the spam, but the Tracer goes to come back in through the tunnels, and with that, he can just watch the window crawl in, and the player focused on the door, and well, if they manage to get past Frozen, apparently Rops is just going to do it on his own. Really have any chance to get their feet on the ground, and this is where they want to do it. Yeah, that nade though doing some nasty damage for Hobbit. It is unfortunately a boost coming in. I was going to say he might be caught by it, but no, he ends up spamming in and finding Dexter. As unfortunately the upshot was initially missed by Acor. He will eventually get the trade, but it's as bodies fall all around him as he's suddenly left alongside only Frozen, who isn't even in the general area to give him assistance right now. He's actually holding off rotations, which does work out for 1 kill. Himself, though, not looking too healthy with just 53, so it is going to be a difficult afterplant now as the bomb goes down. And yeah, I mean, it gets only more difficult as Frozen's left alone. He may catch this first player, though. Didn't quite spot the player creeping up out of spawn, unfortunately. By the time he did, it was a bit too late, and he's only able to get the one towards Axile.
These rounds in that AWP duel, we might see Gambit crumble. It's going to be fast play out long. Rops is looking for it, but he is so blind, and so he'll catch a bullet in the face. He decided to pray that they wouldn't come out, and they decided to commit more into that fight, and more will die as a result. Rushing the beachhead that Gambit has established. Bodies are dropping left, right, and center. Axile wants to walk through this. This is insane, but he might catch the timing, and indeed he does. Acor down, another kill to their name, and Axile has denied control of long entirely. He's even going to get an op just to take it away from them. Just take it out of the hut, throw it away, and just nothing working for Mousesports. All of their momentum from earlier has come to a shuddering halt, and they're being shut down at every turn by Gambit here in round 25.
Damn, okay. They had a 5-on-3 already, so there was just no reason to expect the re-aggression there through the long smoke from Axile. And yeah, you can see it was not expected at all by Mouse. Dexter, though, he was alone. Can he get any more from it? And no, he only finds Hobbit in towards his Hobbit hole in the CT spawn.
Talk about he once done. Maybe it's just a mental break. That could be it.
And if the players have an idea of what they're seeing and what could be done, it's also going to be something maybe they need to pause for them to give their input. Yeah, that works. Acor actually catches Shiro on the cross. Not the first time we've seen him hit that shot either, just the first time the kill actually came from it. Before it had just been the damage. Ross is just going to push straight through the smoke. No! There's a gap between the two of them. Inters finds him.
Responsibility is on Hobbit's shoulders, and he has shone in these moments before, but this is a big ask. Multiple players on the other side. Start the boost. Smoke fades. He gets one, but instantly traded. That might not be good enough because now his teammate Inters. Oh, no, never mind. Axile is alone on site. Got to do so much, and he's going to try, but the flash is perfect. The kill is better. Now the platform has been lost. This bomb can go down, and the money never got healthy for Gambit, so we're already seeing them call to save. They'll get the double ops, they'll bail out, but they cannot contest this round. Mousesports has...
So I think they may just about have enough to get those rifles dropped over, hopefully, to the players who do need it. Because first it needs to be 4 rounds in a row for Gambit if they want to take this to an overtime now, and...
Round, they take the site, they're moving up forward. Utility down to cover their path, and on they move. Axile in for a world of hurt here, perhaps. He has to hold on. He has to find one. Can do no such thing. He mistakes his head. The trade is there, but the backstab is better, and Rops takes 2. Low health or no, he's identified the last player. He's tagged him as well. The bomb will be down. And now Inters has to find 3 to keep his team in this map. Has to try and save their bacon. He's making the move through 1v3. Acor holding on the angle, trying to rip his limbs from their sockets. And now Inters will attempt with the AWP to win a duel against too many targets. Down he goes, 16-11. The first map is claimed by Mousesports, and they move ever closer. Now we're going to see what we've got here. Gambit taking a little bit of a fight, and I need to just collapse my camera window. Up here by Banana, and Hobbit will come away with the first scalp in this matchup. Now, we had talked about it. You had said maybe Gambit would have done to them what they had done to Team 1, which is win both pistols and lose the map, and that's indeed what happened. They won both pistols on Dust 2, didn't give them the map. But Hobbit, would they? None of their players have even taken a bullet to this. Come on.
And it continues. Eventually, Nafany takes a tiny bit of damage from the molly, but it doesn't matter. Hobbit has a free kill on the Acor, who didn't expect Hobbit to be up above on oranges, and well, yeah, they've got full control, including that bomb. Rops, the man who I mentioned, was doing so much damage on... I don't know for sure. Pistols, Kevlar, and, well, a few nades as well. If that flash is placed well, they could catch this aggression down Banana, and there we go. It's actually a bit of help from Dexter, who throws that flash in. Catches Nafany, completely blinded. There's a potential weapon as well that could be retrieved. Emphasis on could, because Hobbit wants to try and ensure that it's not going to be picked up. And, oh, he's lining up a couple of them with that AUG. It's Ed Dexter in the background as well. It honestly looked like maybe all 3 were going to line up initially. But the thing is, this still isn't going too bad for Mouse. They've gotten 2 kills already. They still have a chance to add a bit more. And as I mentioned, the economy after that previous round didn't get any chance to build up for Gambit. So they needed ideally 4 or so players living, and that's definitely not happening. Suddenly it's a 2-on-2 with, again, that long control being completely open. That is going to be so tough for Axile. He's forced to go aggressive and, well, get some control and some info for himself, and he does even better. He finds the bomb.
Now Rops is going to make his way through, but with no health. If Axile even breathes on him, he is done for. And there's going to be the shot.
Yeah, this risky rotate, it looks like it very likely will actually pay off, but what is the info that's given them this idea? I guess the one peek down banana, they didn't spot anything. They're like, let's just take the risk, guys. Let's hope we can get this hold on A. But it's still not enough. They continue to topple. Acor and Rops with entries in towards the bomb site, and the pit is where the crossfire comes from. And it's Axile, thankfully, who gets two kills for himself. I think they notice one more in on the bomb site as well. But they can't actually help each other, completely isolated, so they just put the smoke down on Moto, they deal with Axile, and...
Not quite sure what information betrayed it, but they had the perfect read. They had every player on one bomb site.
Full with the upper, and the ball's on Nafany. I think he actually wants to swing this. Got blinded up for a moment, so it slightly delayed the plans, but he moves back in, and just didn't expect Acor up close. There's the trade from Hubba, and the second, okay. Honestly, it looked like Acor was ready for that peak initially, but no, Hubba, he takes him down and even comes in for a second to, well, fully reclaim control of Banana. That's actually forced Mousesports to make a play happen.
Over this, it's Hobbit on his head, which makes sense. He's probably quite light. Here comes the check. Dexter gets caught. He falls into the trap. Trixie Hobbitses. And here comes the peek from Graveyard. 2 bodies found. The third is there. It's all on Hobbit. But he will not find the 1 round to... They're just going to go for it. Another smoke goes up. That should buy some time. And there's a gap on the edge of it. Hobbit's looking. Oh, do you see the elbows? He's looking for it. Damage comes back the other way, but he'll get the kill and he'll be able to slip away. Nicely done for Hobbit. Once again, trying to drag his team back into a round.
Yeah, it was a bit of a dangerous one. Obviously, the Tracer's nearly given away his own position, as you said, taking a lot of fire in return. But when you have a look at the overall health anyway, it is still Gambit who are coming out slightly on top of it. And they need to, because once this hit comes in, they do not have a kiss. So it's actually pretty... I'm pretty thankful for them right now that they actually have this stack in place with 3 players ready to hold off. Unfortunately, Shiro does get smoked off. It doesn't really seem to stop him too much. He just takes 1 shot with the timing and does initially find the frag, but his teammates who are in on the bomb site do not find the same level of success. 2 quick entries being found. It's Rops again who just keeps delivering those entry frags when they're really needed. And it looks like Shiro may even be considering the save. Is that what they're going for? Axile at the moment waiting around the bottom of Banana. Maybe hoping someone will, at this point, presume they're going for the save already and perhaps leave themselves open. But I wouldn't imagine they go for this. Was that through the smoke? Unlucky.
Dream's getting crushed. Just a ruthless Mousesports set. Gambit!
As we've seen so far.
You know, the thing that's really slowing Dexter down is every time he makes a call, he's got to mentally translate from Australian to English. It's a car. It's funny that we still call that a car.
I don't think so.
Not been a car in a while. Bemis, I think he's going to get called by the CZ. Yes, he is indeed. A face full of bullets are what he gets.
The one up, Nafany with the deagle, hoping to be able to catch something as soon as his teammate finds contact, maybe with a bit of a spam there on that deag. And, well, there we go. It's actually the initial kill coming straight through for Hobbit. Nafany in the smoke catches Frozen and even takes the AK away with him. It's all on Rops now. He needs to go huge. It's going to have to be the ace clutch fight. And, well, although I was going to say...
Work himself, and he's doing a phenomenal job right now, but he needs some help. Imagine where they could be if he's got 1 more player with him. Rops, another nice entry. As we've come to say, every time Rops' name is used in a sentence, there's a player in pit. But Axile can't connect a kill just yet, and he won't be able to. A bit of damage is all he gets, and Inters is burning alive. This is disastrous. He's getting overwhelmed from Graveyard, shot from on high, and Shiro's just going to have to save.
Yeah, I know that it's always good to see team contribution. I think overall, though, Mousesports are already given that to us, even if it's not exactly.
Faces his team on the scoreboard. Now they're going to try and come for the hit. The answer might be Hobbit, but this time it's Nafany. Gonna shut down Dexter. There's more players here though, but there's 3 for Gambit. That's a lot of positioning, and the utilities coming in to do the damage. Bemis will burn alive. He didn't have much health and he couldn't get back through the flames. Inters is gonna have an interesting situation here with the MP9, but they call for the withdrawal because Axile's on the flank and now he's dropped the bomb. So they don't want to give a fight if they don't have to. We've got such a good situation here. The op shot distracts. Inters gets the kill. Here we go. This is the way the setups are supposed to look. Now it's all on Rops. The man's been good, but is he ace clutch good? 1v5, all alone. Gotta do everything himself, and now he's been spotted. Doesn't get the kill. Axile is low, so he doesn't want the fight. But they're just going to corral him, keep him at bay. 35 seconds. They can play the time on him. They know where he's at, and there is no escape. There's the peak. There's the kill from 10. Is distinctly still a possibility. And this time, it does seem like they're fighting Banana, but blinded up. Everybody's blind. Dexter kills his teammate. Oh no! And Nafani, despite not seeing the players, he's going to get away with it. His vision clears, and there's just a catastrophic error at an unfortunate time. A bit of friendly fire, and now Acor down as these flashbangs are finding home, and the shots to this is all but impossible. They will try and get this injury going. A crossfire from the pit should be devastating. Pit in sight. What do you do about this? You find the first. There's the trade and the follow-up kill as well. Axile comes away with it. They just took a long time to get going in the map. See if they have enough juice to recover this time. Frozen gets one, but Shiro trades it on top of the half wall, and the Fani was baiting for him to try and track the op crosshair, and Shiro gets a second as well as they try and chase. So a man disadvantage there again for Mousesports. They're going to try and rock on towards A as a result. Hobbit is here, though. They've mixed up the spots, and that might just be the solution. Hobbit and Inters. Bit of a crossfire. Hobbit tucked into the mini pit, but he's going to be dropping the bodies. Not enough. Not an equal trade. A 2v2 here. And this bomb going down. Tag damage back on Nafani. Bomb now down. A post plant to play. No utility for the T side. And no utility apart from one single found flashbang here for Gambit. See what they can work. Frozen alone. Shiro doesn't care. He kills everybody. A 4K for him in the round. The final 2 critical kills and a defuse there. It seems like Rops is already trying to take some peeks. He was monstrous in the first half. We'll see if he can do it again. But it was Hobbit with the absolute boss of the server, and this time Rops will slay him early, get him out of the way, and perhaps take the first pistol round away from Gambit in this entire series. Frozen can't get it done, though, however. 3 players locked into this site. That may have just been the bait, and the hit is coming through. Mousesports are set up perfectly for this. That was, in fact, the bait. Here comes the switch. They don't expect these players in the back. The flash is out. Acor finds a bit, but Dexter and Acor, they've been tagged. Now the kills come in. Themis is there. The bodies are dropping, though, and it leaves just Rops. He needs to find 3 more kills in this round. He'll isolate the first. He drops them. Both players now back into the same angle. Shiro looking for him. And he will do a lot of damage, but he actually fully committed. But he was going to come to hit. Acor down. Now it's almost rocking back in towards the site. Moving across the graveyard is Hobbit. He could get caught here. There's the tag. Not quite the kill just yet, and Hobbit will actually come out on top. That's huge. If he goes down there, I think this round spins out of control. But even with his low HP, he's still a threat. He's going to come to take. Any upgrades available in terms of weaponry? No, not that have been found just yet. We have another player up in the apartment halls. That's Frozen. He wants to drop down. He wants to clear out the pit, and that he can do for his team. That may be all he can do. Lane is clear. Here comes the drop. Here comes the shot. And it's not working out. Everything gets cleaned up. These 3 players survive despite this round getting
control they can take. And, well, they're running down a few nades, at least, from the CT side. Considering the time that's remaining, I was going to say there's really not a great amount of utility on the side of Mousesports. But they've kind of made up for that now as Acor snatches a kill on towards Hobbit, who, again, was so good for Gambit in that first half.
Oh, he's coming into the angle. And he wins the fight. I was going to say, that's a bit foolish, but never mind. Acor just so good. Even though he's lost a teammate, now Bemis is back in the angle, and they're actually working together. He's just willing that Opera to come out. Come on, Shiro. Give me the kill. Give it to me. There's the flash so that he can reposition, get up close, but he gets wrapped from mid. Folks, a little bit too long on the gun barrel of Shiro. Bemis trying to swing, but that just baits him into Shiro's angle. Now it's a 2-on-2. What a recovery for Gambit. Incredible showing from them. 2 players going to come through the smoke. They've taken the control out towards Moto, but they got to get the kills, and those aren't available. What a play from Axile and Shiro. We're going to. Frozen and Acor picking up those big green guns. Shiro's going hunting. What is this madness? He's alone. No, he's got to support now, and it's going to work out. The second player swings. There's the jump. There's the trade. Nafani playing his job perfectly, getting 1 kill, sacrificing his life for another, and a player already in pit catches Bemis off guard. They have played Mousesports like a fiddle, and Hobbit adds an extra tune, taking Dexter out of the server as well. Frozen, he'll get 1, but it's a pity prize. He's got no hope of the round. He's just going to try and save the AWP.
But yeah, that means obviously that an op is going to be carried into this following round for Frozen. And well, Gambit It does seem like they've decided against the banana area for now. They're actually just going to flash Hobbit straight out of balcony. Catches Rops up close. That's a big name to claim, of course. With Oh, Frozen's going aggressive, though. This is going to be tough. He needs to somehow manage to get two from this, and he does! They line up. He has another teammate up close to him, ready to swing in. And he finds the frag, drops the bomb. I believe even spotted the final player. And then puts that smoke down to ensure that Inters is not going to have an easy time making his way in towards that bomb site. And, well, even just gets the final kill. Be heard when you're jumping in towards that position. And now, if they peek out on him, I don't know how he's going to get away. Fortunately, they actually only peek Rops true. So the other player in the apartment is not there to help him out. And it's the B hit that comes in the meantime. And it's being locked down by Mousesports. There we go. Frozen and Dexter combining for 2 each. Shuro is the only one to get a trade back towards B as that push came in and
really limit this Mousesports economy. It's playing out so similarly to Dust 2, but in reverse. He's going to try and make his own magic. Creeping up along to hunt Acor, but he comes peeking in and Acor collects the kill. So now things are looking a little dire for Gambit. 3 players remaining. What can they hope to find? Acor, is he going to go looking? Be a bit much. Axel's gonna swing. There's the kill found. They're coming through. He wants another. That's too far. But the damage has been done. Only 2 players remaining to battle against 4, Dean.
Yeah, maybe a little bit greedy for Acor, but he was finding a lot of success. So I guess he was kind of just riding on the high right there, hoping he could do a little bit more. But it is still a 4-on-2, so I don't think it's going to cost them too much time-wise. There is 50 seconds, so they're, I was going to say, not really quite working against the clock at the moment. They could maybe take their time, but no.
Is zeroed in. There's a player out by logs, though, and Frozen, he realized he flies through it, but there comes the peek. He gets a kill, sticks around a little bit too long, and he's the only player there, so now guess who has an off? Axile does. Even toss it over to Shiro if they want to play their roles, but he's not going to give that one up. Maybe should, since he has the tech, but... And Dexter is low. He's dinged. They're chasing him. They catch the kill. That's another gun found. It's falling apart here, Dean. The op goes looking. The op's going to get another. Oh, no. Guns found. Another op can be had. And the bomb is down in a 2v3. You've done it, Dean. You've jinxed them. You have jinxed them straight to hell and back. And here comes the kill to finish it. And he will have to back away and keep what he has. There was even a kit on his way up.
Oh, God.
Still don't know that he would have gone for it.
Mousesports, they need 4 rounds in a row if they want to be looking at a chance to actually finish this in a 2-0. If not, it's going to be Vertigo up next. But here we go. Acor, he's won out that up battle against Shuro. That's a great start. Oh, and they may even catch another player. Dexter's shoulder. It's actually the one showing around on Banana, but he did have assistance and actually just gets to kill himself.
They're slowed up, though. Just long enough. The teammates are getting in here. What can Dexter do? Now he's got the op for support. They're in towards the grill. They're popping up over to clear out coffins. There's the spot. There's a kill, though. Dexter nearly gets a second. He may have done enough, but Hobbit swings it back the other way. A 2-on-2 now. Bomb being planted with time to spare. But never mind. Nafani goes down before he can get this bomb down to dirt. Now Hobbit's in an awkward position. He spotted the player, but Rops will get the kill regardless. Back in towards Arch. This could actually work out if they wind up going for a wrap, or even if it just comes in for the quick flank. Comes in for the peek. There's going to be the check. There's going to be a kill from Dexter. Another HE kill. Or rather, an HE finisher coming in. And look at the health of these remaining players, but Nafani's gotten the kill. 2 to his name. It doesn't matter the health if you continue to click heads. Rop's going to have to do some work, and there's a player coming from on top. He can't quite finish him off. That's Hobbit, and that's the map 1. Gambit closed things out 16-12. We're getting around in this series so far, but let's see if Mousesports can change their pistoling fortune. There's an HE on Dexter. A little bit interesting, but Shiro and Hobbit are shutting this down once more. And this is looking dire again. They may have just taken A. Well, going to be planted. Frozen gets a follow-up kill, so suddenly it's looking much better, especially with a late flank coming through from Rops. The ever-present Lurker is working his way through mid, and they just want to delay long enough for Rops to get in position, and here he is! There's one! It was actually Acor to get the kill, and Acor to get the second as well. Mousesports, if you don't enforce that kind of late Lurker, that mid-presence, teams are way too quick to abandon and fully commit to fighting an A-ramp. Take Acor! Speaking of A-ramp, will drop 2 bodies with the AWP over here. He's looking for a third as well. Just on the other side of smoke, it's going to be Frozen instead to collect Hobbit, as he was so... Actually,
yeah, this is just made insane.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he was tucked in on the left corner, not directly below him, but it does end up catching him off guard either way. So it's all on Axel. Acor, he must have heard you saying he had a bit of a quieter map on Inferno, because he comes in and hits the smokes going down. I'm fine, honestly, with them backing away here and just probably playing for the retake to at least maybe try and catch 1 or 2 players as they push in. but there wasn't a second smoke put down, so never mind. There's plenty of room for Napany to work with. He's trying to stop that bomb plant, but he's not able to get it done. And actually ends up going down in the smoke eventually to the Mach 10. They have at least managed to hang on to the man advantage for now, so that's the main thing that matters. But obviously the bomb is in play, and suddenly the time is working against Gambit, despite having that man advantage. Oh, and yeah, they want to go real quick. Decent trade up close on BMAS. Watch through the smoke that Inters was able to pull that one back, so a great find. But Dexter and Acor ready for the double peek. They want to try and swing in together. It's actually planted around the corner. This must be some sort of miscommunication, surely. Oh, he actually gets that kill. There was no kit either on Inters. So, that's unfortunate.
I mean, that's really odd, right? Presumably. Now they're going to work in towards opposite corners. Not able to spot each other just yet. Comes here, and he's going to spot BMS. That's a huge kill to find early and so much map control. Dexter will try and bring it back, but he's been tagged, he's been dropped. And this side of the map is closed for business. Utility down, a Molotov to hide the fact that there's a player pushing if someone was close enough to hear. This is a great setup. Frozen somehow gets the better of Nafani there, despite the fact that Nafani shot first. Now it's only a one-man advantage, but Axile is on the fast flank, and time is running out for this take. Mousesports needs to hit it now, or they need to be very prepared for Axile to be on their behinds. And they appear to be neither. There's one, there's two. The third kill, not quite there, but all but claimed by Axile. 10 points of health for Acor, 3 players to find, 40 seconds in which to do it, and a bomb still to retrieve. He will sprint off, grab that bomb, but where does he even go with it at this point? A, 2 players. Mid, 1 player.
That's been
B, surprisingly open, but they'll hear him rotating off. He's about to be dead. No chance he gets this kill. Shiro's looking for it. Pistol out, and he's done.
One over. They're not going to go with it, though, no. Oh. Yeah, they definitely want to fight this as aggressively as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Oh, but Hobbit, yeah, gets the double. Didn't expect a third player, but he somehow was able to just hang on long enough for Inters to catch him. Nice little wall bang. 5 on 3. Okay, Gambit are really waking up now.
That they are. This is dangerous indeed. Rops and Bemis. There's only 1 player on B, so if they could get this kill quickly on towards Axile, maybe there's a chance, but it's already... the moment has passed. Hobbit's rotating. They're even bringing a 3rd player over, so there's support available. And Axile was playing so far back because he wanted to avoid that one issue. He's back behind the girder. He's not going to be able to be caught off guard easily. And now they've cleared out mid with Rops. It's all into Bemis. Bemis does have the bomb, so maybe he can get a kill and sneak a plant in here, but I think his moment has passed. I think it's gone, and I think he is done for. 5 players survive. Gambit now making that money and dropping the rounds in the bucket. They need someone to go huge. Bemis with the Galil would be the most likely candidate. They're going to come towards B, hoping that he can do it. It's going to be their point of contact. That means pressure's going to be onto Axile. Axile on top of the box cannot track where Bemis is on the other side of the smoke, and so he is dropped. Now there's a chance. A chance for a plant at the very least. Inters is close up by the smoke, wants to deny this. He's been tagged, but he did find the first kill. And a nade in. Frozen actually hits the no-scope with the scout, but Hobbit is there to deny anything further.
Oh, never mind. They actually want to re-aggress somewhere else. I'm down with this, though. Shiro holding the angle up close while Nafany actually takes the peek in, and he only finds 1, sure, but he finds out that there was a couple more players around ramp here, and that's where, well, at least the majority of the presence was for Mousesports.
They've got that late lurk and Robs, but it's not really going to much matter. His team will need to group up with Robs, having failed to make any inroads towards A, but Axile's holding this angle. Now Robs is going to come looking, and, well, this isn't an option anymore. 13 seconds. This might be a save, to be honest. He's either got to die or save. No in between. Bemis collects 1.
Oh, no.
He's going forward. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. He's gonna get clocked, and clocked indeed he is.
They're buying a pistol either because he wants to get the op, so it's only a couple of Deagles and a scout that can really do anything, but hang on. Rops is one of those players who spent the 700 and even got Kevlar, sorry, alongside that Deagle, so see the damage it's able to do, but they line up for Hobbit. It seems like they've kind of been each other's counterparts so far throughout this best of 3. But it's Hobbit who comes out on top of this one. It was to be expected, rather. He had the weaponry, his opponents did not. And Frozen maybe contribute a small bit more with a couple players low. This scout could be very dangerous. It is actually both of those who are in on mid as well, but no, he doesn't get a chance.
Flashbang goes for the timing shot, but Axile's down deep, so they can come back into this angle if they want. Axile would have to throw the utility to set it up. He's going to come looking, just gun out, and it'll work. Acor gets the trade. Now they know they've got Axile pinned into the corner, but they still got to deal with him. And they won't be able to do so easily. Even damage extra onto Acor as he takes him out with a block. Health is getting very low. Hobbit still gets that kill on Rops despite being knocked down to 9 points of health. It's a 2v2 now. Frozen is burning. He's melting. And now he's all alone. The loneliest snowman. He'll grab the bomb, but he's coming back to the stairs. He doesn't realize Nafani's gotten under him already. And eventually Nafani's going to realize his position.
2 players playing up close on mid. So if he manages to spot those players, or even if the nades start coming over, then there's going to be plenty of time for the defense here on B to actually be bolstered up. And they really aren't... They don't really have any other control elsewhere. So I was going to say they do have to be worried about even potential quick flanks coming in. But no, I don't think they're going to get that far. Okay, good shot. It was actually Dexter who got the kill. I thought it was Acor on the CZ initially. Tries to take the fight in towards the spawn. He will go down, and well, now it's all on Dexter. The new addition. He needs a 1 versus 4 clutch. He's already got that previous one, but it's not allowed. The flank from Nafani.
Deal with Rops' aggression in towards mid, and everything changed up. There we go, though. Dexter gets an opening pick. He gets a second as well as he catches Nafani dancing around the smoke, so that's the A site wide open. Rops gets a kill on the flank. So here's what Mousesports, this is what was supposed to be happening all map long. They're looking to bookend a very good start, a very mediocre middle part, with a round win right on the end. But Rops won't be part of that. Axile's chased him down. That confirms that there's maximum of 1 player here on the A site. That is Inters, who's actually going to get aggressive. Instead of playing a retake with his teammate, he wants to get kills on the site proper. Bomb's now been planted. Inters is looking for this. Is he ready for it? Yes, he is. Nice Bemis around the edge of the smoke.
For them to try and actually get in there and stick on towards that bomb. I think they put one down a moment ago, maybe. Actually, yeah, apparently they did, because that was blocking off the angle from the sideway, but it's still going to fall all onto Axile. Gets the 2 kills, and okay, it's just going to look to try and stick it. Frozen, though, with the AK, spams away, and, well, eventually gets the kill. He had actually just taken Axile off of the bomb in towards A. They already have got themselves up, of course, extremely close, but also the rotations have come through from Mouse. They do know what's going on, but they, at the moment anyway, just can't do anything about it. Rops gets 1 from above the smoke, but that's it. Every other frag goes the way of Gambit as they take full control of A and full control of the round, as it's all onto Acor, and near impossible 1v4 at this point. And he actually gets caught with the knife Inferno, especially if Mousesports were up by a map, and that's what we're seeing. But Mousesports obviously weren't able to make it work on Inferno, and on Virgo things have been a pretty dire situation to say the least so far. Rops, he again is able to get himself a kill.
Especially when rounds were working, he was a strong presence. Let's see what they can do. Nafani drops a player. That's Acor, the man we were talking about. Put the spotlight on him, and he can't deal with its glare. Dexter, that nade, he practically catches it on his back. Doesn't feel good.
Does he want it? I mean, it can be useful. It's not like Inferno, though. I feel like it's a 2 as well. Oh, did Shiro spot that? No, I don't think he did, but he just spams through. Unlucky Frozen. Oh, that hurts. That's gonna hurt.
That certainly doesn't feel good. Now let's see what they can do. To be fair, that's what Nafani was doing on the other side, so, you know, they're calling the bluff. They're saying, alright, you want to try and employ our strats against us? Get shot through the smoke, bud. Dropped immediately. Try for the lineup and find it. Oh, this nade's gonna be good. Is that right on the player? Yep! Rops catches that one on the forehead. Now Nafani's found another kill. This is starting to look very bleak indeed for Mousesports in this first gun round. They are going to attempt here towards A, and can Mouse hang on? Can Dexter hang on, to be specific? Well, he gets 1 and done. Bombs down. Bemus could consider the save. He wants to test it. You can see Rops isn't even flinching. He's not even coming this direction, which means that Bemus is likely going to back off.
Yeah, it's getting there. We're not seeing, as I said, any resistance really from Mousesports. 1 round since that initial streak of 5, and there's at least going to be Bemas getting a frag to hold on to his...
Did that, and there was an AK-47 on the other side. Quite a shot.
I don't think we really use those over here in building many things.
They're everywhere in American schools. American public schools always have those somewhere in the building. Guaranteed. They're the worst things ever. Although it is fun when you're a kid to Mario jump and just punch them up.
Oh, Jesus.
That's rather satisfying. There's going to be a nade in. Does that land right on Rops? How did that not hit Rops? That looked like it was just
I think it went over, didn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think I may have went a little bit over while he was tucked in up close. Either way, he's pretty thankful to have not taken any damage from it. The issue is his teammates are not finding the same success. They are being picked apart across the map. Another entry towards A prompts the full hit to complete on this side of the map, and it's going to have to be Bimaz who steps up. They tried to flash him over to take a peek and see what can be pulled back, but the answer was nothing. It is now all onto Acor and Rops to save the day, and there is a small bit from Acor to give us some hope. The bomb's only going down now as well, to be first.
Rops gonna collect a kill, and that should be both guns making it through. So good damage, good save, but no round. That's what matters at this point, Dean. Your guns are great, but it doesn't matter what gun you have if you can more rounds. They can taste that sweet, sweet victory. We're gonna see aggression up the ramp here. It's Nafani who's leading the charge. He's got players just on the other side. Is he gonna get caught? Indeed he is. Acor brings him down, but there's a trade onto Acor. Now it's a big problem here. His position was known and the shot was hit by Shiro. Frozen is still around, but he's got a lot of responsibility for this site. Frozen and Bemus, and Frozen is gone now. All onto Bemus. Huge pressure on. Rops takes a kill elsewhere, but if they continue to pressure onto the A ramp, I don't know what's going to happen here. Bemus is retaking the space towards the side hall, and he might actually find the flank onto Hobbit. Does he find the timing? Comes around the corner, just in time? No. Hobbit has slipped away. Yeah. We're going to have a molly into the back site. That's going to make it very awkward for Rops indeed. He's burning. He's got a peek, and he doesn't get a kill. Damage done, but damage is not good enough at this juncture. Bomb's going to go down. Dexter dropping mollies, smokes to cover them off. Got to try for the hero play. 19 seconds to go, but he cannot deny the bomb plant. The nade, good, but it's not on the low HP player. That's Inter's out by the stairs, and now coming through the smoke, Hobbit should catch him. Looking for the close-up player, and Hobbit indeed does have the first, all into Bemus. A 1v3. He's going to attempt the hero play, but playing out on the edge is Hobbit. Oh, nearly gets the kill just with the spam, but Bemus, he'll take one and then press on in. Has the kit, no longer has utility, and Shiro, with that cover gone.
Yeah, no, I don't think too many people at this point would be. 15-6, it's such a difficult scoreline to come back from. I mean, I never start believing in those comebacks till you hit about 10, 11 rounds, and they're even a good bit from that before it really starts becoming somewhat believable. Again, though, good entries. They had actually lost the player to Bimaz initially, but a flash in towards B, only a sole defender there. They managed to get that trade. And yeah, the bomb goes down. Now it's going to have to be the 4-on-4 retake for Mousesports to keep themselves alive in this series. If they don't make it happen, then unfortunately they will be heading down to that lower bracket, and it looks like that's what's going to be happening, Mike. As Acor at least fights a small bit back in, but they're sitting with a man disadvantage.
They need a hero. They need a knight in shining armor, and it's not going to be Acor. He is put down, and Gambit make their way through. 16-6. They have done it.